Hey everybody, so spender's guilt or spending guilt. Let's talk about this really quickly, okay? I have been doing work around what I've been telling you all about the breakthrough that I've been having within regards to being a cancer rising and doing this work for myself. Well, something came out of this one very recently. I got to see that again, I have this issue with spending money on myself. And what this feels like is I had the money, I had something I need, but it's not a need. It's like, it'd be nice to get a nice new pair of shoes, but I got shoes here. Um, I like to buy these shoes, but these shoes are on sale. I really want these shoes. I should get these shoes. And for some reason or other, something always comes up that I can easily just throw money at. But the idea of pressing charge online to make a purchase or going to the store and buying it becomes this thing I just can't do. This has been a big issue for me for years. Because what I need to say is the shoes that I'm saying, oh, I have shoes, it's okay. The shoes are old and tattered. They're just utilitarian. There's nothing cute about them. And I don't notice it until I have somewhere to go. And I may be out running around. Like, this isn't me running to go do shopping errands or running to the post office. Or it's just, I may actually be seen, right? And at that moment, then my inner personal, like, I got to take care of myself stands up. And it's crippling trying to buy things for myself. And this is coming from, again, a breakthrough that is happening as a result of what I have been coming here talking about, this whole cancer rising thing, and how the moon is moving me into these places to really excavate and figure out something that's going on. It's interesting that it broke yesterday when I believe the moon was in Gemini, because today it's in Cancer. And I got answers this morning before it switched over to Cancer today. And in that lesson, what was given to me from Source, what Source said is, you guys have got, and it was so funny, it was triggered in somebody else's video who I'm just like, I'm now gung-ho to spend some money over there, right? And it's very easy for me to buy courses. I'm a person that can buy a course. At the end of the day, I can buy books forever. But buying something to wear and feel awesome about can be an issue. And that really is everyday wear, because I love to buy custom outfits. That's not a problem. It's something within the day-to-day, which is me all the time, right? Okay. So now looking at this issue, I go, what's going on? And finally was in this vulnerable space where my partner and his masculinity could hold me up, and I could really kind of settle down into this puddle and muddle into my issues of, I'm sick of myself right now. I'm sick of how I cannot get through this. And what triggered it was, I'm doing all this work. I'm doing all this work around money. And money's coming in. And I have money to spend. Was just out spending, literally, for everybody else. But had spent nothing truthfully on myself. I got some things I liked, but they're not anything I could wear. Oh, I had to look at myself and go, what are you doing? This was a vulnerable spot in here. And by the end of the evening, I was crying. I could almost cry now, but because of the answers that I got this morning, I'm here. This is something that I'll probably bring up somewhere else, but if you have, meaning that this will probably be in that video, which is not going to be $4.99, the price is going up, because now I'm beginning to understand why it is that we charge and why it is we must pay, and why, whatever those issues are, I had no problem with paying for courses. The issue with me is buying for me. I heard, I think it's RJ Spina speak this morning, and I was just like, I'm really inspired now. I want to take his courses. And I'm still working through Erin Lyon's course. So I want to finish her course before I jump into his. But he said something, and it then triggered. It's like sources going exactly. Like, I asked the question in my heart of, please show me, help me eject this issue, this program that I have in me that I'm holding on to, that has grown and gotten so much momentum, and it's so big over time. It's a titanic part of me where I'm starting to realize I barely have any clothing for everyday living. And it makes no sense. If you were to look at me in my life, you would be like, what's wrong with you? And I finally last night was like, I am so sick of myself. Kidding me? You sitting in the middle of this house. You got all this stuff in here. You can't buy yourself no clothing. What's going on? This is a very vulnerable spot I'm in right now. But I know I'm not the only person that's going through this. I'll be in here cleaning everything because I believe that abundance comes with places to clean. But the answer that came from Source this morning that I'm going to give, and for those who listen to this video all the way through, if you do listen to this video all the way through, I would love for you to type in the comments, Source loves me. Okay? And you're going to see why right after this. Source calmly said to me, y'all got this, like y'all almost there, and then you go weird places. Like, I have to treat money the way money treats me. And it's just like, Source is just like, no, you have to treat yourself well. You have to, it's like Source is saying to me, you got to spend on you. Why are you spending everything on this house, on courses? Not that you can't spend money on courses, but the biggest thing that generates, attracts, manifests, that makes, that balances between the masculine and the feminine is you. And if you can't pour into yourself, why would we be giving you money to pour into a house, to pour into a bank account that show that you can manage it, to pour, like, think about all this stuff, to pour into an IRA, to pour into a Keo, to pour into the stock market, because you're going to show the universe that you know how to spend some money. I know how to do this. I'm rocking it, but you're depriving yourselves in big ways. And this began to spread through me like it caught fire. And by the end of today, it's like going on 11, I got the message. I understood in that moment. And I know that I'm speaking to a core group of people out here. This is not for everybody. But for those that I'm speaking to, we will spend money on knowledge. A lot of us are priests and priestesses. A lot of us are witches. A lot of us are spiritualists. A lot of us are ancestral venerators at an expert degree, but can't get past this one point. And if you have spender's guilt, it is when you know you want to buy something for yourself. You've had it in a cart forever and you just won't press the button. Right? It could be online, it could be at a store, and then eventually it goes away and you never see it, or life picks up and you're not in that cart for a long period of time and you never see it again. But it made your heart feel so good when you first saw it. Now, I have to tell you that as I talk about this, it's like something is breaking within my heart. Something is breaking within my heart. By the end of last night, I was bawling, trying to, like, what am I doing to myself? I can hit some big goals, baby. And still, I've had this issue until this morning. It's just like, y'all think that you're supposed to do everything, like go serve the world. Are you serving yourself? Like, go be of service to everything outside of yourselves, but you're not taking care of yourselves. And they're like, the biggest thing that we are trying to generate love and flow through. And flow is energy. Energy is money. Energy is many different things. It's food. It's beautiful, abundant grass and foliage outside. It is so much. And sources calmly saying, like, but if you continue to give of yourself to other things and you're not focusing on yourself, you are missing the point. We move the energy that you want to experience in the form of manifestations through humanity, through humans. You can see it in cats and dogs because they are just so beautiful. Their energy is just gorgeous. And again, they'll be like, and you will be focusing on taking care of the cats and the dogs of the planet and be suffering yourselves. They say that they're always telling us if you pour, you cannot pour anything from an empty cup. But if you pour into yourself, you are then free to pour over. But in that moment, it's like, because I've got all these goals. And it's like Source is just going, baby girl, you're the goal. Pour into you, and then we pour more through you. I don't know how to explain it to you. But today, I went and I bought things for myself. And I did not feel a tinge of anything in here. In fact, I was so happy, I was almost confused. My energy was so piping and beautiful and effervescent, full of golden energy and everything at that front register in that store. And these are not things I didn't need. Because I can calmly tell you, this was spilling over into something else. This was becoming crazy. If you are a tarot reader, it was the Seven of Cups. Especially if you're looking at that Thoth deck. Okay? This was, it was beginning to become drossy and stagnant and smelly, an issue. Because I couldn't get past, I need to take care of myself. And I can tell you right now, I still feel vestiges of what is there, what used to be there until this morning. It's like it was broken. If I could explain, it's like a mirror that was smashed. And finally, I see beyond the mirror. And it's just like, oh, they're like, why would we give you money to spend on all these things that you think are lofty? And you're not taking care of you. You are the most important thing in this equation, not all that stuff. And when I say all that stuff, it would be like everything for the house, everything for the car. And these things are mucho important, but they're like, but you won't pour into yourself because you think everyone else. I literally spent hours yesterday running around for everybody else, picking furniture, helping, going out to eat, making sure that people went to specialized supermarkets that they wanted to go to, coming home and purchasing some things online for someone else to make sure everything was flowing through, and got nothing for myself. The literal store I went to tonight and felt so effervescent, I was in last night. But I didn't feel the need to buy myself a thing. And I realized in that moment, oh my God, this feeling, this program of there's never going to be enough. Oh no, there's enough, but it has to pour. In my case, in the case of people with spender's guilt, I don't want to call it buyer's remorse, because I don't feel bad after I've bought things. Because most of the time, By the time I have tussled with myself enough to buy something, oh, I feel good about it. But it's very rare that I buy it quick. Unless it's food. I'm going to eat now. I'm going to eat. If it's a torrential downpour and CVS is nearby, I'm going to get a beautiful Nicole Miller umbrella. At the time when I was buying umbrellas, they were selling them at CVS, right? I'm going to get the things that I'm in obvious need of, but anything that's a want, a desire, and also, is that a want? It is a need, but it has to become a gaping hole, dripping with all kinds of ooze and goo and nastiness for it to be cleansed out. Oh, I need to take care of this. Now I'm going to go buy myself something, right? But before that, oh, these pants are in good condition. Everything's good. I still fit them. Da da da. Let's not mention that I only have a few pair of pants in my closet because I refuse to buy myself anything else. But just look around here and you see what I spend money on. You're like, what's wrong with you? And I'm going, yeah, what is wrong with me? And now I'm being faced with it. And I looked at it and I saw it last night and I said, I see it now. And it's as a result of me doing this work I'm telling you guys about. So, again, the video's coming. I'm going to try and get it up so that everybody can go and look at it. And I'm doing it specifically pointed towards Cancer Risings. I will be working with people who are being ran by other planets soon. I have someone I'm trying to work with that's going to be working through Mercury, and I'm trying to get her before it goes retrograde so we can get ready and get into it. My point to you is, yet again, this is a process, and it is beautiful to see that we came with so many tools to be. The break for me was just be. You are spiritual. Just do it. And do it. I'm a person that had to go in and work it out, and then finally just look and just go. I know another person will go, oh, you just spent money on yourself. Okay, that's really not groundbreaking. But to me it is. Because drumming up tens of thousands of dollars for different things and stuff like that, it's not impossible for me in particular. But to turn around and spend something on myself, that's hard. And to understand that the self has to be taken care of and feel good and be just feeling happy. This is my particular issue. And for those who are struggling with spender's guilt, I read an article that says it takes a specific bent when it's about buying something personal for yourself, where you are struggling to be able to just spend the money, and you have it. You have it. And I need to say that. When I was in and out those stores last night, I had the very same money I spent the night I had. I just didn't spend it on myself. Go with me here, people. It's getting better and better and better, and the manifestation is happening. It's always happening. But now, I don't feel that weird twinge in my chest from having spent a nice amount on myself tonight that I generally don't spend. I almost always put a cap on the amount I'm going to spend. Oh, God. Listen, breakthroughs happen. Everybody, I hope that this finds you where you need to be. I wish you nothing but your best. If you're a Cancer rising, my heart goes out to you. Come back. There will be a video up soon for Cancer risings because we're ruled by the moon, and we need to understand how this beautiful planet helps us in so many ways. With this I say, and I bid you adieu. Have a good weekend, everybody. Peace.